guys, to the Orlando Huskies offseason video. This is part 2, and this will be the draft and preseason. As you see, we make a huge trade, sending pick 1 for pick 7, a third rounder, and a first rounder next year. I looked at the scouting a little bit more. I looked at some of the combine numbers, and I just didn't see anybody fit for pick 1, but I like pick 7 a lot better. And we're just going to hop right into the draft. As we'll see who the Cardinals decided to pick with pick 1. And they take a tackle, and we weren't even interested. We'll take another tackle off the board for the Lions. 3 straight tackles. Can they make it 4? An outside linebacker for Washington now. And the Rams pick another tackle. The Dolphins, a tackle. Shocker. But this is where I feel a little bit more comfortable. We'll take a look at some of our favorites. This is where I feel a little bit more comfortable taking Beckett or Webster. As we'll look at some of their. Webster's a little bit slower. He is very strong. And I kind of like Webster, but let me not make a decision too quickly, and we'll check out Beckett as well. He's just a little bit worse at everything than Webster, so I think the move is Webster. And this might be a little high for him. Don't get me wrong, it might be a little high, but he's going to be a project, and we're okay with that. We're going to take Webster, and he's a hidden development with 93 strength, and that is huge. 93 strength is huge. And we'll just sim to pick 20 right now, as we're probably looking to take a corner here. Corner, we have Alexander and Stain both on the board. I feel like we could get Alexander later. I kind of like Stain, and we could go back-to-back picks with him. Stain is a little slow, but he's strong, he's tall, and I like it. I think we're going to go with Stain. He's another hidden development guy, 91 speed, 90 change of direction. He's the guy that could come in and play right away. As we'll skip to pick 1 in the second round now, and I really like that. As pick 1 in the second round, and take another look at some of our favorites. A couple guys later on, as we have Javon Young here, and he's really fast. And I think Javon Young would be an excellent fit on this team. 89 speed, 86 change of directions. You can't really see all the stats, but I like the pick nonetheless. And skip to the third round now, as we're kind of flying through this draft, but I think we're making really solid picks. And he's off the board. Unfortunately, the guy we wanted is off the board, Alexander. I don't think there was a huge need for him, as I like Young a little bit better. And now, here comes the question. We're going to have to probably leave our favorites, as I think it's time to develop a defensive tackle. Because we have 2 that are there, but now it's time to develop one. And Pat is looking good. Is he strong? He's fast. He's a little strong. I like Pat. And he's another hidden development guy. And I like Pat a lot there, as we'll have another pick here in the third round pick 7 now. And, think this might be a little bit of a reach, but we're going to go Tyreek Givens. He fits us. He's a scrambler, fastest QB in the draft. He's second in bench press. It's A in break sack, C awareness, not bad. Throwing stats they're gonna be a work in progress, like he is. But 90s throw power, hidden development. Watch out for Tyreek Givens now. He's gonna battle for that starting job in preseason. As a first pick in the fourth round now, and next year is definitely our goal not to have the first overall pick. As I believe day 3, I'd like to take a center here. Is there any guards left I haven't favorited? As I don't believe so. I mean, any centers? No. What about Ford? Is he strong? He is strong. Decently fast. Shuttle and 3-cone, one bad. We'll take Ford. It might be a little bit of a reach. But we have to start developing some of these guys sooner or later if we want to keep building on this roster. Now the 5th round. I was going to say running back, but I don't really think we need a running back. Or a middle linebacker for that instant. We could go outside linebacker. Never really thought about that. As McCutcheon is more of a pass coverage guy. As I'd like someone more like Shaq a little bit. Could do a little bit of both. Pass rush and cover. But I think maybe getting a zone guy to fit with Caden wouldn't be too bad. As we could go with McCutcheon here. 85 speed is okay. 73 change of direction. 67 strength. And then sim to the 6th round now. And I think this is when we're really going to start taking some interior offensive linemen. I think Mason Walker even. Yeah. Alright, right guards are gone. Mason Walker. We'll go with them. Maybe he hits 86 strength. 70 speed is good for a guard. That is really good. Now we have another pick in the 6th round. Right before our 7th round pick, and could definitely go with a backup right tackle here. Pass block. We would like a pass blocker, as these guys are just kind of gonna be like practice squad, hope they hit type players. None of them are gonna be future starters down the line. Let's see what we could get for our 7th round pick. We have 2. Wouldn't really want another 7th. I like that. 2 7ths in the futures. Do we get a 6? We do get a 6 next year. I think that pick with the Browns is the best one, and we're just gonna give it to them, as I don't really have anyone left on the board. And 2 picks in the future is better than picking a bad player now. As we will take this player. Any favorites left? And we do have Tiller. We'll take Tiller. Probably move one of them to right guard for preseason. See some players in action, as that will end it in the 2044 or 2045 draft. Excuse me. And we'll just sim to the end of the draft. We'll look at some of our drafted players. Draft recap. Hopefully we hit big on some of these players. And then Frank Webster, 75 overall. Hidden development, 75 overall. He is a +3 strength. I didn't know I had that equipped. So he's playing up to a 78. And then Stanton, another 75 overall. 91 speed, 78 zone. 69 man's pretty good. He's definitely gonna get some playing time. Probably be the outside guy, and maybe we move Gage back to that slot. As Javon Young, would definitely like to see him work his way in. And Javon, never thought about this. Could he work at free safety? He kind of looks more like a free safety than he does strong safety. I think that's where we might move him. As Pat McClelland, 72 overall, hidden development. As his stats look okay, they look decent, and we could definitely work with that. As Tyree Givens now, this is the interesting one. This is the one that could change the franchise really. 90 speed, 89 speed, 90 throw power. Pretty good throwing stats. And then Ford. Some of these guys, most of them are probably going to make the roster. As Mason Walker, 66 overall. He'll probably be a backup. D'Angelo McCutcheon, he'll also probably be a backup. Ford might be a practice squad guys. As 85 speed. Said he was a zone outside linebacker, pass coverage. You not see a zone, or am I blind? Because I see 56 man, 61 zone. Yeah, he'll be a backup. And we'll go over the roster before we go into week one. Or preseason week one. As we're gonna go into the full game, but we're only gonna play like one drive of each for each quarter. As we'll go over the depth chart before we go into the game. As Givens will definitely be. We have a lot of quarterbacks on the team now. It's not a bad thing right now. It's definitely not a bad thing. I don't believe we got any. Yeah, didn't get any receivers. No tight ends. Did we get a tackle? A left tackle? Nope. Left guard? I believe we did. Mason Walker. Does he come up? We'll just. He probably won't, but who knows? Who knows? I know we did draft the center. Angelo Ford, Frank Webster. He's gonna compete for that starting job, and Simmons could get cut because I don't know if I could have him on my team, especially after the performance he gave last year. We did draft the right tackle Elliott. We did get a DT. I think he'll replace Moses Mitchell. I'm gonna give this spot to Turbin. He's been there a little longer. Left outside linebacker, no one. Right outside linebacker does have somebody. As it's D'Angelo McCutcheon. Come in. Maybe he'll give something someone else didn't. And Stanton, he's gonna be battling with Green and for that last spot. Whoever really plays better, as I'll move Gage to slot again and keep staying on the outside. Free safety, we are gonna move Javon Young to free safety. I think we're gonna move Bryson Connor to strong safety because I do want Connor involved. Let me take a look at them before I make that final decision. He's definitely gonna go to free safety. The thing is, do I move? He'll move to free safety. He's a 76 now. Justin Kelly, 6'2". Connor might just be the odd man out at corner, which is unfortunate because he played pretty well. But what's Miles at strong safety possibly? As I don't really see a role for Miles at corner anymore. These are just minor tweaks as Miles goes up to a 75 now. Hold up. Him and Jerry might battle for that backup position out. All three of them could really battle for the start, and I think that's a really good move. And then that'll give freedom for Green and Stanton and Connor kind of battled out for that last corner spot. As we're gonna go into the full game, but we're not gonna play the full game. We're gonna skip the training. Um, we're just gonna play one offensive drive and defensive drive every quarter, and we're just gonna sub in some players. I know it might be a longer video. I hope it's not too long for you guys. As we will be super simming outside of the first drive, so hopefully it's not too long. As James Aldridge will kick this one deep. As I'm not really gonna do like a normal commentary here that I normally would do um for a video. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but for like a video, I'm not gonna really do like a normal commentary. I'm just gonna comment on how good the players are doing, and as Johnson with a great tackle there. As who's that? Derrick Rose. There it goes. But we like that from Johnson already early in preseason, and if he could get more of that. As on the second play, him and Shane come down. Finally, Wiggins able to make the tackle, and as forgot I still gotta do this. As it's gonna be a 3rd and long now for the Cowboys. It's gonna be a screen, and Grimes read it out. Terry for the Cowboys is hurt. Don't want to see that, especially if he's a starter. You don't want starters hurt during preseason. Cowboys will kick this one. Connor Kelly back there for the punt return. We're gonna give the starters about 2 drives each. I'm gonna play one and sim one, and then I'm gonna go in and make adjustments so more players get to play. It's gonna be a 1st and 10 now from the 38. See if Josh has improved at all. Is Drew Stevens only able to pick up 2? See if this offensive line has improved at all, and that's gonna be the real big test. See if this O-line has improved. As it's a 2nd and 8 from the 40 now. As Josh up the sideline to Kylo with a great catch there. Great throw by Josh on 2nd down. It's going to be a 1st and 10 now from the 28. It's a play action. As Josh underthrown, hit as he was throwing it. Okay, throw right there. Nothing crazy, nothing horrible either. It was a manageable throw. 2nd and 10 now. Hands the ball off to Stevens, who breaks one, but only able to pick up one. It's going to be a 3rd down now. This is something the offense struggled a lot last year, and you're going to see a couple different new formations this year. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 from the 26. Josh is hit once more. Didn't see the blitz fast enough, and the Huskies are gonna have to punt. Some super sim. Jump forward, change of possession. You know, the best kicker of all time. Switch it to normal. Loss of 3, gain of 9. Cowboys have to punt. Good job from the defense right there. Stevens for 5. Looks like a penalty on Wheeler. And then a loss of 1 by Drew Stevens. And then going backwards and picked off, pick 6 from Taylor Kirkpatrick on Josh. And hate to see that, especially in preseason. As we're gonna we'll give everybody about a quarter, because I don't want to switch too often. We'll give the starters about a quarter. 6-yard rush from Josh, but they're going to have to punt. They ran the ball 3 times in a row. It's going to be a touchback here. Change of possessions again. 26-yard pass for the Cowboys. Incomplete on 2nd down. And the Cowboys are moving now. 3rd and 5. And they 4th and inches. Do they go for it? Looks like they did. Drew Stevens picked up the first, and it's now going to be end of the quarter. So we will put in a different set of players and head into this one. As Gay is going to be in there. I think the team did it for us already, which is good. Yeah. We're going to see a bunch of backups in. All right. We'll play a couple of drives here. Like I said, I hope this video isn't crazy long. It's going to be 2nd and 4 here. Gay hands it off to Danny Barnes. Can't pick up anything right there. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 now. From the 33. Gay drops back. Tries to fit one up the middle and picked off. You don't like to see that. Both of our starting or possibly starting QBs with a pick each. As you'll see the backups now. 1st and 10 from the 34. As Javon Young hit him hard on 1st down. Second and 11. Willie's coming in. Rosenberg with a good tackle on the play. Going to be a 3rd and 5. CJ Hunter and Caden still don't understand that, but there's a missed tackle there, a broken tackle there, and he's finally down at the 8-yard line. Let me make some adjustments in this one. Caden could stay in. I just want CJ out because I do want to see Caden a little bit more. Alright. Now it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Can this defense get off the field here, get a stop? Good coverage on the play by McMillan. Backup quarterback Shelton in for the Cowboys. Got to see what these backups could do, see if they could get something going for this team. Players are fighting for starting positions here. Rosenberg lays them out, and Rosenberg's been a good special teams player for us, and maybe he wants a little bit more. He's tired of just being a special teams player. As it's 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. As a drop by the Cowboys tight end right there. And they kick the field goal, and we're just going to super sim that. They faked it. They faked it. That's crazy. Four-yard rush for Danny. Sack on the play. Rashad Gay. Loss of 9. Then James has to punt it. The defense looks like they're able to get a stop there. Can the offense score right before half? He throws the ball away on 3rd. So now it's knocked away on 3rd and 10. 3 straight incompletions there just right before half. That's rough. Huge play, 25-yard play for the Cowboys there. Gain of 4. It's a touchdown now. Huge touchdown for the Cowboys to end the half. Huskies gonna start with the ball. See if we could get a couple more players in. We're gonna put Tyreek Stevens in now. Put Flowers in. Receivers are gonna kind of have to stay the same, but we'll move them around. We'll move the corners around as well. Leave him in. We'll start Jerry. Put Coleman in. Put Pat here. Put Barry Wilcox there. All right. Just a couple of little changes. I wanted to see more players playing. Unfortunately, you have to put them in because the game doesn't do it. And nearly picked off on his first throw was Tyree Givens. As you see our draft class, a lot of these players are playing today. And, you know, we hope they have a big role in our future. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 now from the 26. As Claiborne allows a sack to Boley right there. And Givens isn't even able to throw the ball away. As James is going to punt. And we'll play the drive on defense. See what the defense provides for us. It's Barry Wilcox playing for the first time since last preseason. Played in season 1 for us. He was alright, nothing crazy. Is good tackle right there by Martinez. Stops him from getting the first down. Now gonna be a 3rd and 1. Cowboys pick up the first and continue this drive. As I don't think I'm gonna do this next game, the next 2 preseason games. I think I'm gonna just play the moments. I don't know, trying to get a way to kind of see everybody, but I don't think there's really a way you could do that. So I think the best way is just gonna be the moments. Kind of see how they play in during the moments, which sucks because it's not really like preseason here. Pat and McCutcheon right there make a couple good plays. How's that? I'd like to see everybody, but you know, I guess that's too hard for EA. As I don't know who just read that screen out, but they did that perfectly, and there's no way they're gonna call roughing the passer on that. Okay, I was about to say EA. I should have probably declined that. But yeah, I guess EA doesn't know how preseason works, so only get a couple of players to play. There's a good pressure by Justin Martinez right there. Hits Shelton, and we'll be simming the rest of this one. See Flowers and Givens on the field here. They're gonna have to punt it once again. James Aldridge has a busy day this game. Cowboys get stopped. Kick the field goal though. Go up 24-3. Good reception there. Moving the ball down the field a little bit. 3rd and 4 now. First down. Givens to Haywood. Three-yard loss from Stockton. I think that's our 4th string running back. Nice 8-yard pass there by Givens. And they go for it. They convert. Only 1-yard rush there by Danny Barnes. 3 yards there. 4th and 1. Gonna have to go for it again. 5-yard penalty on Corey Foster. Dang. They're moving, and good pass to Levy. It's a touchdown pass by Givens to Mike Haywood. You know, Givens might have something. Who knows? Can this defense get a stop now? I think they're just gonna run out the rest of this clock. Huskies have no more timeouts. They kick 3. Huskies will get a small little drive going. Huge pass downfield, but that one will do it in preseason week 1. We lose 27-10. Um, Huskies. Tyree Givens, 11 for 15, 103 yards, a touchdown. Josh, oh, my bad. Josh, 1 for 5, no touchdowns and a pick. Rashad Gay, 2 for 7, 17 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. Rushing game was kind of weak, very weak actually. And Dante Flowers got hurt. That's a tough loss, honestly. Mike Haywood had a really good game. Honestly, like to see that. Anyone allowed a sack, and Claiborne allowed 2. Rosenberg led the team in tackles. Pat with 5, and Javon with 5, and a tackle for loss. Couple tackles for loss. TJ Hunter with a tackle for loss. Wiggins with a tackle for loss. No sacks, so no picks. 1 pass deflection up from Justin Martinez. No forced fumbles. All right. Not bad. And now, like I said, we'll just go into the rest of the 2 games and do the moments. I tried. It's just I just think it's gonna take too long to do that every single game. As I think we might adjust the starters, I guess. Nah, we'll just head right into it. Just play the moments. Play the Panthers. Almost had a really nice comeback against the Panthers last year. Fell up short though. See what these teams could do. As for some reason we're starting at the 1 yard line. There's no way. Maybe they punted and they downed it at the 1. Here's the first team offense though. Stevens hits a nice little cutback, only able to gain 1 on the play. As they're saying it's none on the play, but we went to the 2 yard line there, so it's gonna be a 2nd and 10 now. Hunter able to pick up 4, even though it says 3rd and 5 now. 3rd and 5. See what the offense could do. Can they pick it up here? They hit Jason underneath, and you don't like to see that. Jason Blacklock hurt in preseason, and it looks like it's the same leg that he hurt at the end of last season. As he'll probably not return for this one, as Josh throws one deep, and that's the longest we've seen Josh throw a ball, and that was on the money. That was an absolute dime in a clean pocket. As a dislocated knee for Jason Blacklock. And that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt this team and definitely hurt the offense. As Drew Stevens takes a 2nd down carry for a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Josh under center now. Probably gonna see a bunch of Connor Kelly and Mike Haywood in this one. The play action. Josh on the run, hits Kylo, and Kylo drops the football. Preseason, it is what it is. But during the regular season, drops are not going to be a thing this year, because they will get benched this year because we have the depth. And I believe we're a good enough team to... I think we're a good enough team to compete in that division. That's all I'm going to say. And I think we will compete in the division. As red zone defense going to have to try and get a stop here. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 13. They go underneath here. It's nearly pushed into the end zone. Noel dumped the ball off. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 yard line now. Caden's not able to get to the quarterback. He breaks the tackle and hits Shelby for a touchdown. That's another thing that won't be happening. Missed tackles. That's another thing that will result in you getting benched. As simple as that. It's 1st and 10 now from the 19. A lot of starters still in. Don't really like to see that. Would like to see some backups get some playing time. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 20-yard line. As Grimes missed the tackle right there. It's a slide before Gage hits him. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 now. 3rd and 3 from the 11-yard line. Is Justin Martinez able to sack Noel coming on the blitz, and it's a good wrap up right there. Last time the Cowboys faked one on us, so I'm just gonna come out and prevent, make sure no one fakes anything. Panthers go up 10-0 on the game. Offense moving down the field a little bit. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Starters are still out there. Hopefully they're taken out after half. As Josh hits Hunter on 3rd and 1. An absolute dime to him. They're now in the red zone. I don't know why it just didn't keep me in it. But it's 2nd and 4 now. See if the offense could score. Kylo with another drop as Josh put it on the money. It's now going to be a 3rd and 4 from the 17-yard line. 40 seconds left in this first half. It's a good play by the linebacker as Josh was getting hit. See if Sammy Leak can keep his perfect streak up, as he hasn't missed. Might have spoke too soon. Sammy Leak misses his first field goal attempt since season 1. It's unfortunate. 3rd down here for the Huskies, and Rashad Gay is in the game with a bunch of backups, as we like that. See if he could provide something for this team that Josh couldn't. As 1st down, Danny Barnes. He's another one. He's an interesting one. Have to see how he does in preseason. It's another 3rd down here from the 34-yard line. As Gay hits Haywood on the drag route, and Haywood brings it down to the 11-yard line. 4 for 4 on the day for Gay for 52 yards. As it should just keep me in the moment, but it is what it is. It's 1st and 10 from the 11 now. Gay in an empty set. As receivers running into each other. Don't know what happened on that play. Sacked for a loss of 11. Very disappointing on that one. It's going to be a 2nd and 21 now. As Eric Franklin catches the ball, and Franklin down to the 2-yard line. Good throw by Gay under pressure right there. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 from the 2. It's probably 4 down territory here. It is preseason. Danny Barnes gets the handoff. At least picks up the first. Like to see him fight forward for the extra 1 yard. It's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1. Bunch to the right for Gay. Pitches the ball to Danny Barnes, and Danny Barnes tried to hit the outside and then kind of tripped over his own play right there. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 3. As he gets hit immediately and now dropped to the 9. As our red zone offense still seems to be an issue here. 3rd and goal from the 9. As Gay threw that behind the receiver and it's picked off. And this one looks like it's going back for 6. Horrible throw by Gay right there. And it went back for 6. Threw it a tad bit late, but nonetheless, it was on the inside shoulder. Would have taken a miracle to get that ball to the receiver. This Gay was playing good up until that point. It's now 3rd and 10 from the 42. Franklin drops one. Blitz came in heavy. Gay got it off. Franklin drops it. They're going to go for it, though. 4th and 10 from the 42. See if Gay could dial something up here. Is Levy with a good catch. Levy was on the practice squad all of last season, and he's someone that might be able to keep a job on the main roster this year. As it's going to be a 2nd and 1 from the 18. As Gay to Haywood, touchdown Huskies. Good throw and catch from Gay to Haywood. Puts the Huskies on the board in this one. It's going to be another 4th down attempt for the Huskies. Trying to stay alive in this preseason game here. Gay's still in the game. As he rolls out. Goes on the run, and Levy tried to run without the football and just straight up drops it. And now the Huskies defense has to get a stop inside the red zone here. First and 10 from the 11 for the Panthers. As a pick from Miles Franklin here. Great pick from Franklin. Gives the ball back to the Huskies on one play. As on in man coverage last year from the strong safeties, we didn't see that type of coverage, but moving a corner to strong safety might be the move. As Gay just completely overshot Connor Kelly right there. It's stopped once again, and I don't know why it just keeps having me play these same moments, but unfortunately I have to. 1st and 10 from the 20. Down to the 13 now after a 7-yard gain. Thomas, pretty sure he was their starter last year. Would be shocked to see him not return as their starter, but it looks like he isn't. 2nd and 3 now from the 13. It's touchdown Panthers. Easily pitch and catch to Josh Teague, the receiver. As it's having me play these drives, but just getting a better look at Gay and some of the offensive players. As we might try and dial up a deep one here. It's Connor Kelly's wide open, catches the ball, and Connor's off to the races. Completely burnt his man. That's a touchdown Huskies. See what the penalty is on the play. Panthers players shaking their head. Personal foul, roughing the passer call. But obviously we're going to decline that one. Touchdown touchdown Huskies. Good throw by Gay on that one. Good time in the pocket too. Onside. They want me to get an onside. And we don't get it. See what the defense could do. Maybe they could force a stop here. Big 3rd down. That's what they're calling it. Down 10 points in preseason, but alright, I guess. Huskies send a blitz here. And Miles Franklin burnt on the streak route by Josh Teague. He had one pick, and now he's allowed a touchdown. As Gay's back on the field here. Might take another deep shot here, depending on the look they give us. He won't. He'll go underneath, and Barnes ends up dropping it. It's a little bit. Can I pause it? Let me put Tyreek in. We want to see some of Tyreek Givens this game. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 26. Givens in the game now. And Givens, first play, throws a dime to Haywood, and Haywood's off to the races. Haywood scores a huge 74-yard touchdown on Tyreek's first play. as they're just gonna keep having me do moments. Might as well have me play the game. Panthers get another onside. Probably end this one. So it's another third down. They're kneeing the ball. So I don't know why they're having me come out. But it was a good effort. It's a little bit too late, as the offense really couldn't get going in that first half. The Huskies lose this one, but we're just going to look at all the stats at the end of preseason, kind of put them all together at once instead of looking at them week by week. Because if we look at them all at once, we'll have a better overall view. One new injury though, and that is going to be Jason Blacklock, out 4 weeks. Fortunately for him, it's only going to be 2 weeks because preseason next week and then we have a bye. So it's only going to be a 2-week injury for the regular season. So we're going to have players step up in his absence. But for this game, we're going to have Givens start. Gay will be the third string. Yeah, and we'll do that. I did want to see Jake Hean and Torrey Gates, but we won't be able to see them, unfortunately. Skip training, just go straight into the moments. But I did want to see Torrey Gates and Jake Hean. Maybe they had something. They upgraded this offseason and. But then after this preseason, after this game against the Rams, we'll go over the cuts real quick and be on our way to week 3, or season 3, not week 3. It's going to be a 3rd and 5 though. As Willie provides some pressure and Shane with some good coverage on the tight end there. Forces a punt on the first drive. See what the offense could do with Tyreek with the ones. Like to see it. Maybe we kind of do something like we did last year. Have Tyreek and Josh kind of battle it out. See this, our draft class from last season. You saw the video. Literally in this one. It's going to be a 2nd and 7 out from the 23. As this is what Givens provides. He provides some speed at quarterback that we didn't have before. And he's able to pick up 8 on the read option. Now it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 32. Play action pass here. As Givens throws an absolute dime to Damian Harrison. Damian breaks 1 tackle. And boys, we might be looking at the new starter on the team. He's dialing up some lasers right now. Going to be a 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. As he fits one up the seam to 100%, and that's a touchdown, Huskies. As the defense looks like it's playing pretty well. Now they're in the red zone, gonna have to try and get a stop. 1st and 10 from the 17 now. There's a good tackle on the play by, who is that, 26? That might be Green. I don't have all the new numbers recognized yet, and might take a week or two for me to recognize everybody. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 from the 12-yard line. There's a good tackle by McMillan and Johnson right there. McMillan slowed him up. Johnson able to bring him down. It's now going to be a 3rd and 2 from the 9-yard line. Pistol formation for the Rams. Rams nearly in the end zone with Whitmore. And Whitmore is kind of having himself a day in this first half. Doesn't look like Huskies have been able to stop anything. 1st and 10, 1st and goal now. Another easy touchdown. Whitmore able to just walk in. 2-minute drill now for Tyreek, I believe. Yep, Tyreek and the ones still out there. 2-minute drill. After that first drive, it seems like they kind of slowed down a little bit. There's a good throw and catch spot to Tyreek, to Hunter. It's now going to be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. As Hunter Purcell and Connor Kelly were both wide open in the end zone right there. Just hit as he threw it, unable to get him the ball. But he is 7 for 9. He's looking good. That one a little bit behind Hunter. Thomas with a good play on the ball. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 now from the 40-yard line. He's hit as he threw it, and an absolute laser downfield to Damian Harrison. Down to the 5-yard line, and a great throw and catch right there. Tyreek is looking really nice in this preseason game. As he's hit, as he throws it once again, and it's a touchdown, Huskies. Tyreek able to hit Kylo in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Now the offense driving down the field now in the second half, and Tyreek is still in the game, and we're going to take him out. We've seen enough of him this game. After this drive, we will take him out. As nearly picked off is Givens. But we've seen enough, and we're going to want to see a little bit of Josh. We're going to put Josh in because it's going to take me out afterwards. So we're going to put Josh in. See what Josh could do this game. He's going to have about a quarter to go. Do something. As he's picked off on his first throw of the game. Trying to fit that ball into Hunter. As Wall is able to pick him off, and just a bad throw on the play by Josh. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 now for the Rams, though. Some pressure is finally coming in, but he had all day in the pocket and finally able to find somebody downfield. I hope they didn't. Let me see if they put in the backup quarterback, because no, Josh is still in. Okay. Because that's what we want. It's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line now. There's a good play by Rosenberg right there. As Turbin is hurt, and you hate to see that. As now, when we cut players, we might have to keep another defensive tackle on the team because he is hurt. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Rosenberg gets after him. A sack. Rosenberg looks pretty good. Only bruised ribs for Turbin, but we'll put Pat in. Don't need him getting hurt anymore. That's why we drafted Pat, try and develop him. As Canton tried to come in on the blitz there. And now finally brought down by McMillan. It's going to be a 4th and goal from the 19-yard line now. 3rd sack of the game for the Huskies, and Rams are going to have to kick a field goal here. See if anything really happens here on offense for the Huskies. See if we get a moment. Big 3rd down, but it's on defense. The offense stalled out, wasn't able to do anything. It's now going to be a 3rd and 10 from the 49 for the Rams. Huskies send the blitz. Jerry Patrick is burnt downfield. Able to catch up to him. Broken tackle. Touchdown, Rams. The blitz was a second away from coming. Now we're going to have to go on offense and try to drive down the field with Josh and the backups. See what they could do on offense here. Flowers able to hang on to that one as he is playing a little bit of a receiver this game because we only have 6 receivers on the roster, I believe. It's a play action pass on second down. Josh tried to fit a tight window right there. Incomplete. It's going to be a 3rd and 2, probably 4 down territories here for the rest of the game. Is Barnes able to pick up the 1st down, and they're going to no huddle it here. Try and pick up the pace a little bit. It's going to be 1st and 10. That's not the right play, but we'll go with it. Josh goes across the middle of the field to Franklin, catches the ball. There's a flag on the play. Wonder what happened. Personal foul, roughing the passer. And they are moving the ball downfield. The great throw and catches. Franklin is hurt. And we might have to sign another linebacker now. Or tight end now. Franklin is in the game, but if he is hurt for multiple weeks, could hurt us. He's not a starter or nothing, but still gets in every once in a while, and we don't want to back up offense lineman in on the field. We're about to hit the 2-minute warning here. Down 3, Josh leading a pretty good drive right now. Gonna hand the ball off to Danny Barnes. Danny Barnes makes one guy miss. 8-yard pickup for Danny, and that's gonna be the 2-minute warning. See what Josh could do here. If he could score for this offense. Because right now it looks like it's going to be Stevens' job to lose this. Josh to Jamal Lacey, and tad bit behind him, but Jamal Lacey is a backup starter or former starter. He has to catch that. It's going to be 4th and 2. Huskies are going to stay on the field here and go for it with all 3 timeouts. Hands the ball off to Danny Barnes, and Danny able to pick it up. Picks up 3 on the play. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Minute 40 left from the 10. Josh checks the ball down to Danny Barnes. He picks up about 5 on the play. Second and 4 from the 5-yard line. Huskies are going to run this football easily up the middle. Touchdown Huskies, and they take the lead in this one. Late in week 3 of the preseason. Now can the defense provide a stop now? See a couple of starters out there. Franklin pushes out the receiver. 6-yard pickup on the play. See a couple of starters. Javon Young. Would like to see how he did this preseason. Maybe he'll be a starter. McMillan out there still. Rosenberg out there. 36 seconds. We're from the 39-yard line. Miles Franklin. Great tackle for only a pickup of 4 on the play. I don't think he got out, but they're going to say he did. Unfortunately, now it's a 2nd and 6 from the 40. Gonna check the ball down. Rosenberg hits him across the middle of the field, and timeout Rams as they're at the 50-yard line now, driving down the field pretty easily. Defense not really resisting much as they hit a chunk play now, and Stanton, who's playing free safety, it looked like. I don't know why he'd be playing free safety. He might be playing corner, and it was just the coverage. Now going to be a 1st and 10 from the 25. So Willie provides some pressure here. Throws one up. Miles with really good coverage in man. Forces an incompletion with 29 seconds left. Can the Huskies pull this off? It's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Easy pitch and catch, and Jerry Patrick tried to punch that ball loose. It's going to be a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line now. They might have just gotten roughing the passer. Personal foul. Yup, they got roughing the passer. Who was it? On Andrew Willie. Don't know how, but I guess it's roughing the passer. 1st and goal from the 2 now. Great coverage on the play by the corner. Don't know who that is, and it's Miles Franklin. Strong safety converted the corner. Great coverage by him on the play. It's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 2. Turbin comes in, but it's a touchdown. Rams take a lead with 17 seconds left in this one. 12 seconds left, actually. Looks all but over for this Huskies team. Josh fits one up the seam to Eric Franklin. Eric down to the 43-yard line. They're going to throw one last one up. Hail Mary time for the Huskies. Can this offensive line provide time? Josh is barely able to get it off and nearly picked, and it's going to do it for the preseason. Huskies go 0-3 in the preseason once again. So we're going to go take a look at all the preseason stats, and then we're going to go over the cut players. And that will be the end of this video. As the Huskies lose by 3 in that one. And out of all of them, Tyreek Givens, stud. It looks like absolute stud. And it does look like Josh played the worst out of all of them. Worst passer rating, less yards, worst completion percentage. Gay was sacked the most. Rushing, Drew Stevens looked solid. Danny Barnes also did look a little solid. And Flowers with a broken tackle. No fumbles though. Like to see that. Mike Haywood and Connor Kelly balled out. Hunter on limited reps also looked like he balled out. Eric Franklin, another one. Jason got hurt. Nothing else too crazy. Really like how Connor and Mike Haywood balled out. Claiborne allowed 2 sacks, and that's something we very impressed in. Only 4 sacks allowed. Very impressive. McMillan, Johnson, Green, 3rd on the team in tackles. Couple of tackles for loss for everybody. Javon Young, Pat McClellan, Kenton. Any sacks? We had 1 for Miles McMillan, 1 for Rosenberg, 1 for Justin, 1 for Carrington, and that's about it. 1 pick for Miles Franklin. Deflections, only 1 in 3 games. No forced fumbles. Javon Young looks solid. Dylan, 6. About those like on the edge type of guys. What do they really do? Only 3 tackles. Coleman didn't really look like he got. I wanted to play Caden a little bit more, but didn't look like he had much of an opportunity. Same with McCutcheon. Doesn't really look like any starters missed time. I would have liked to see K. Stanley out there, but unfortunate. But I think Tyreek Givens is going to be the starter going in the next season, as we're going to have to make some tough cuts in next week. A lot of players might go to practice squad, but it looks like we're going to have to cut 21 players. 21 players. And I think Torrey Gates is going to go back to the practice squad. I think that was given. So 20 players now. Can't put Jake on practice squad. Stockton, I don't think he provides much from the practice squad anyway, so we're going to cut Stockton. So now we have 19 spots. Levy is interesting because he's young, fast, tall, and he played pretty well. We're going to put him on the practice squad. Someone gets hurt. Jason is hurt. I probably should have kept him up. Jason is hurt. Forgot about that. We'll probably call him up. Rashad Van Buren. If he could go on the practice squad, he will. He'll go on the practice squad. Barkley. If he can, he will. If he can't, Barkley is going to have to get cut. Unfortunately, just didn't make it. Walker. Walker we're going to wait on right now, but Tiller, we're going to move him to the practice squad. If he gets cut from the practice squad, he gets cut. Ford now also will go on the practice squad. He's a +4. Alright. He's only a 64. So now Simmons, I think he's just a straight up cut. 16 sacks allowed last season. He's never going to see the field this season. I would rather have the two people behind him. He's just going to be a straight up cut. Frost now. I think Frost is a straight up cut too. I just don't, and he can't get put on the practice squad. Yep, he's just going to be a straight up cut. Wallace is going to be a straight up cut. Elliott, he'll be moved to the practice squad. Some of these later round offensive linemen for us are just going to go on the practice squad. Barry Wilcox, going to go back on the practice squad. I think Moses Mitchell is also going to hit the practice squad. Because I think I'm going to move Case Stanley to defensive tackle. I think that is the best option for us at DT. And he is a 69 overall now. Turbin's on that edge of getting cut possibly as well. Those guys are good. Same with Coleman. Coleman's kind of on that teetering edge of possibly getting cut. Trent Murphy now. He's going to have to be a cut. We drafted McCutcheon. He's faster. I kind of like him a little bit more. Ballard, probably just a cut. Yeah. Can't go on the practice squad anyways. Beckford. If he could go on the practice squad, I'd like to keep him there. He can't. He's going to have to be a cut as our cornerback room is getting stronger and stronger every year. I really like it going forward. Now we're going to get into the tough cuts. Because we have to... How many players is it? 5 players. This is the nitty gritty stuff. 5 players. We don't have an extra kicker or punter, right? Just making sure. Receiver's good. Good. Dang. Brian Cannon. Who... We signed Donovan Wheeler. Brian Cannon. Where'd you come from? Was he a free agent signing? I guess he was. Who would I rather? I think Brian is gonna be a cut. Yeah, I think he's cut. I think Mason Walker heads to the practice squad. So now we have 3 players. 3 more to go. Carter Foote. I like his pass blocking a lot, and his strength is good. I think we can develop him a little bit more, so he'll go on the practice squad. Now we got 2 more. I think it's time for Jerome Turbin, as he just hasn't really done anything. Even when he did play in 2043, he just didn't do nothing. He kind of got hurt. too. I know it's a little but he's gone. And is it time to cut Turbin? It's probably Turbin or Kelly. As or I meant Coleman or Kelly. As we're gonna move Kelly to the practice squad as Javon Young and Wilcox will definitely be taking that role. As that one will do it. That one will do it for offseason part 2. It's a longer video, I know, but I'm very excited going into year 3 of this team. As looks like we got the new starting quarterback on our hand, rookie sensation Tyreek Givens. We're excited to see him in week 1. We might play half and half again. Give Josh a chance because, preseason. We'll see how the first half goes for Tyreek, but at least right now we have a new starting quarterback. And I'll see y'all then in week 1. Peace.